everybody, it's Brian Smith, the spirit specialist at Classic Beverage Company. Starting a new series on our Instagram channel here, as well as our YouTube channel called Drink This, Drink That. We had a great run, the other specialists and I, and I'm kind of the last one standing, I guess you could say. We lost a couple people thanks to the COVID, the Rona, but I'm happy to say I'm still gainfully employed. Katrina has moved on to great things at Colorado Beverage team. Alicia is contemplating a move to North Carolina, actually. I keep up with her often. And Karen is still on the team. She's actually overseeing some territories in Denver on premise right now. So you'll still see her out and about. And of course, I hope to have all three of them as special guests on my new series. We're calling it Drink This, Drink That. I'm going to team up with some suppliers in our portfolio and hopefully kind of do the same sort of thing, pick some stuff for them to drink, make them some cocktails, and they'll pick some stuff for me to drink. And today, the picker of my drinks is Barb Wedig. Hi, Barb.
Hi.
Barb, do you want to kind of introduce yourself and let us know where you're coming from and how you're doing in all this madness?
Yeah. Also happy to still be gainfully employed. Thank you for all the people out there that are still drinking. I have a 9-state territory in the Western Mountain region for a portfolio called Craft and Estate that now specializes in wines from Greece, Austria, and France. And, when Brian and I started talking about this, I thought about how much I love to drink rosé. I love it in the summertime. It's a no-brainer in the summertime, but for me, it's really a year-round type of thing. You just change the sort of profile of the rosés. But, Brian brought to mind how versatile rosé can be, and it's various different forms. So we picked this Francois Montagne sparkling wine. It's made in France. It's not made in the Champagne region, but it's made the same way you make champagne. So the secondary fermentation happens in the bottle, and it's rosé, made mostly from Grenache. Some years it's Grenache with a little bit of Cinsault in it, but it's not a sweet wine. It's a sparkling rosé, but pretty dry, great picnic wine. And Brian put together this neat cocktail for me that incorporates it, which brought to mind how versatile rosé is. Don't you think, Brian?
Absolutely, yeah. And Francois Montagne, it's been in the portfolio for a while. I have my favorite domestics, and there are these crazy expensive, true blue champagnes and grower champagnes in the portfolio, but being employed doesn't mean that I make that much money. So Francois Montagne makes it into the house very regularly.
You can drink more. You drink well, but you can drink more often that way.
Yeah, I drink well enough to continue to afford drinking well. But yeah, so in that Francois Montagne, which has a really, that Grenache brings that really pretty sweet aromatic, I think, to the table. So I immediately thought Kir Royale. So I put some creme de cassis. I put some aloe liqueur, which is macerated with mint, cucumber, muskmelon, and lemon. I put some blueberry shrub, which was made by Mas at Dime Store Deli. Hi, Mas. I'll tag you in here and say thank you again for the beautiful gift.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
This spring. And then it's fortified with just a hint of my secret weapon, which is a higher proof rum agricole from Martinique, which adds, it props up all those beautiful fruity flavors. And hopefully it's like a Kir plus, with the Francois Montagne.
And in my little cocktail kit, Brian, you gave me raspberries and basil. It looked like opal basil maybe, and it's just got a nice little pungency that goes well with it. So I love that what we have here is a cocktail with bubbles. I mean, bubbles are always nice, and because of the elements of the cocktail, the spirits that you put in, as well as the garnish of the basil, it has a nice. It's just got a what is umami almost, so to go with this lovely cucumber Sammy that you
Oh
provide
yeah, a little tea
too.
sandwich. Yeah.
It's
Well,
the
Barb and
bomb.
I decided we were gonna have a picnic today, so I had to make
Mhm.
some tea sandwiches. And we're starting to pull all sorts of stuff from the garden, so I
Mm.
had to throw some Barb's way.
Well, I'm happy to share on that. That's for sure.
Nice, absolutely.
Mhm.
What you want to get into the wine that I'm drinking?
Yeah, so Provençal Rosé, of course, is all the rage. And this is from a winery called Figuier. The original founder of this winery actually was the founder of a early on, like in the 1990s, a Chablis producer. So up north in the northern end of the Burgundy region. But interestingly enough, when he wanted to go back home, wanted to leave Chablis, he started looking down in Provence again in this area called Lalande. And the soil is very much like it is in Chablis. So not to get too detailed, but it makes it's a cooler climate than a lot of the Provençal rosés. So it's a little bit more of a serious wine. And these people also have, the winery is called Figuier, and it's a family-owned winery. All organic, what you have there. Magali is the signature series, and Magali is one of the 3 children of the original owner. She it's two sisters and a brother who run this winery. They're very much into a fine wine experience, and they have an unusual thing in that they have some Cabernet planted. So besides what you would expect, Syrah, Grenache, maybe a little bit of Cinsault, they also have Cabernet planted, which gives just a little bit of more depth to the rosé. So I think that if you were expecting a very light wine, and it even looks quite light, but I think there's a little bit more palate impression than you maybe would have been looking for in this one.
Yeah, for sure. The nose is really it's such a crisp and fruity nose, which kind of belies really how crisp and dry the finish is. Because a lot of times, I think, especially from southern France, those GSM kind of bleed offs, those pink wines.
Yeah.
It's just it's bubblegum all day, and then it's bubblegum all night. But this is really pretty. I didn't know there was Cabernet in here. I think that explains the tartness of a good fruit, the tartness of a strawberry, the tartness of a raspberry, and not
overripe.
just the jam. Yep.
No fruit bomb. Good. Yeah, that's great. And to me, when I think about if really you just drink rosé during the summer, what date do you quit drinking rosé? When do you move on to something else? And when you think about the fall
Christmas
produce, there you go. Because you think about the fall produce, rosé really does go well with vegetables. It's lovely with those kind of fall produce things. And then you get into Thanksgiving, which is a dinner with so many different flavors in it. It's just really a versatile wine.
Absolutely. And you made a flatbread for me too.
Flatbread.
This is asparagus.
It's Gouda. It's a little bit of smoked Gouda and asparagus. Pretty simple.
It's so great. That's really great. And asparagus is one of those things that people, I think, are afraid to pair wine with.
Yeah.
Which is one of the that and artichokes. And I had an old Italian boss who was like, yeah, get over it. They're flavors, and it's not like asparagus ruins anything, right?
No, I think the best thing is you want to make sure you got acid in your wine, which is true of the wine that you have. And also some, sort of savory elements in here.
Yeah.
Actually, this is really lovely.
There is that kind of garrigue. Actually, with the asparagus, there's a little more herbaceousness in the nose of the Figuier. How cool is that?
Gotta love it.
Man, this is my favorite thing. I want to do this all the time.
I want to thank you for giving me an excuse to have a cocktail at 3:00 on Wednesday afternoon.
Of course, yeah.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect timing.
Well, obviously you're going to be back around. I'll probably see you soon enough. You should keep bugging me so we can do this again very soon.
Well, of course, I had a flood of ideas, so narrowing them down was the hardest thing. So obviously, I'll do when you're ready. I'm ready to be back.
More ideas. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm stoked on it. Thank you again for your time. I appreciate you.
Same here. It's been really fun.
Yeah, it's good to see your face. Hopefully I get to see you more than just in person today. Then we can keep buckled down and get over this quick and have a True Blue happy hour soon.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something we all have to look forward to. We got to stay strict and get healthy and get back to life. So you take care and be well.
I shall. Thanks, Barb. I appreciate you.
All right. You too, Brian.
I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.